let me get properly.
I don't do the countdown thing, so are we live now? Oh, we're live. Hey. Hello, everyone. Let me do my usual and make sure this, there it is. Okay. I always like to have my stream going to give myself the watch time. So, all right. What's up, everyone? Thank you for hanging out with us today. This is sorry, I'm new to hosting, but hey, happy Halloween, y'all.
Happy Halloween.
I'll have my co-hosts introduce themselves, and then I'll go through the chat. So, Barrett, if you want to go first.
Thank you, Morgan Lee, for having me. I'm excited to be here. My name's Barrett LAURIE. I'm a kidlit writer that is trying to get agented. It is a very sad state of affairs trying to get that done. So if you want to watch me struggle through that struggle bus, come on over to my channel and sit with me on that. I also talk a little bit about my butt, and that is about Crohn's, not about something nasty. Don't get it weird on Halloween, people. And that's it. That's what I'm all about. So come play with me. It's my name, Barrett LAURIE. Come find me. And my outfit, so for Critique Group Live, which was like 3 weeks ago, I ordered a Squid Game outfit back in like September. Still not here. I guess it's sitting in a boat off of Los Angeles or somewhere. So never fear, a gay man always has some wings somewhere around the house. So you're welcome. Yeah, well, and a wand. And I had a crown that I wore for that, but it's very heavy, and this is a longer string than that. So I was like, no, it's too much. But I wore the Crohn's purple for the for the head wrap, so you're welcome. And I am your Crohn's fairy for the night. I already lost my wand. Nice. Your turn. Yes.
Wubba wubba lub. No, sorry, I had to. Anyway, y'all, I am BC Brown. Obviously, Rick from Rick and Morty is my costume for the night. If you don't know it, sorry about the belch, but you really should know the cartoon because it's hilarious. Anyway, y'all know me. I'm BC Brown from BC Brown Books. I do the whole getting weird about words thing because we're writers and that's what we do. We talk about writing them, we write them. On my channel, I mostly cover like how to write better. I go over like breaking down tropes and different things. I get a little nerdy. I get really nerdy. Let's just face it.
Great videos.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. And then, of course, I do writing streams as well. And, just like to support everybody in the community. That's mostly me. I also talk a lot about having ADHD and invisible illnesses and being deaf.
All right. And I introduced myself. I'm Morgan Lee. This is my channel. I don't know what my focus is on my channel yet, but it's mainly author stuff and some life stuff. And I just got finished doing Preptober stuff. Don't know what's next for my channel right now, but I am a science fiction, fantasy author, and yeah, happy to be here tonight.
2 things real quick, hostess with the mostest. Number 1, the outfit. Is it can I guess? Is it Britney Spears circus? What's that? What is the outfit? Tell me.
It's
just a ringmaster outfit. I don't.
We're not doing Britney, but
we're just channeling Britney when we see you.
Hard time.
Yeah, so it's just a ringmaster outfit.
I love it.
This is like my first Halloween costume in forever.
And then number 2, I went to get something today in my Kindle store, and it's you.
Oh, my book?
You're my thing.
Yay!
Yeah!
So excited. I hope you like it.
So people, go get it on the Kindles.
Yes. Okay, so I want to say hello to the people in the comments. Margaret was here an hour early. That's fine.
Bless her.
I hope you got more chocolate. So, yes. And then let's see. Don't forget to hit that like button.
Boop, boop.
Courtney's here. Hello, Courtney. And then Margaret is back. Let's see. Researching for a book tag, just came across woolly dogs. Don't you just love research? Research is always fun.
Yay!
Carrie's here. Hello, Carrie.
You can't have me on a stream anytime around Halloween without having a costume on.
I don't even know what stream. I caught you on another stream where I think it was this outfit. Yeah, I think you were Rick too for that. Did you do another stream where you were Rick?
No, but I did a panel couple of years ago at Comic-Con
Okay.
about inclusive writing from deaf and blind, like being inclusive with writing for the deaf and blind audience, but also including that in diversity of your characters.
Yeah.
And I was Rick for that, and that was streamed.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe I don't
But
know.
I was a lion on the World Wide
It was the
Write-A-thon.
lion. It was WWW. That's what it was.
It's
You're
just
right.
the big hair that
Yes.
people remember.
Yes, and the makeup. Didn't you do makeup for it, or what? Was that? Yeah. Yes,
I
that's
was
what it
doing my
was.
makeup and my claws and my mane and all of that
Yeah.
stuff.
It's sleep deprived. Sorry.
It's okay.
All right.
Hello.
Let's see. How do I say this name? Troy the cat?
Yeah, that's what I would. Yeah. Help us pronounce it. Like, do it phonetically for us in the comments.
Yeah, or what name you would like to be called. Either
way. I love that, like, bravado. I'm here for it.
Let's see.
Supply chain apocalypse, 150%. So I'm gonna get a Squid Game outfit sometime in 2023 when it's over, and no one cares anymore. And I'll be like, awesome sauce. That was definitely worth the $23 and extra shipping.
Yeah. It's like, thank you for me getting that. Totally useless. We did have. I went to a costume party last night. We had a couple of Squid Game. We had somebody came as 67, and then their girlfriend came as the doll from Red Light, Green Light.
I saw a few of those on Instagram, and I was like,
that was good.
See, that's
Instagram.
Halloween. Oh, really? Okay, it's
just
be in the right mindset for it. Like, be ready for it, but know that it's like going to take capitalism and just crush it with its little hook, and it's going to make you happy about it because you're going to think, yeah, this is the story I needed. 2021 with things going like they are. This is it. So it's that.
Definitely.
5 stars.
There's another ADHDer here. Yes, same. Let's see.
Cecilia, I love that name.
Cecilia. Yes.
Cecilia's one of my favorite names.
Welcome. I absolutely love your name. Welcome to AuthorTube. I'll come stalk your channel and drive you crazy.
Writing paranormal. I like paranormal.
I love paranormal. Me too.
So excited to hang out with you guys. We're excited to have you here.
Welcome. Happy Nano Eve.
You guys look absolutely adorable. Thank you. And yes, Troy
the cat. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Troy. Do we have? Where's our farthest flung person? Like, currently, our hostess technically is in the Central Time Zone.
Mm-hmm.
So of the U.S., I guess I don't know how time zones work outside the United States.
I'm in Arizona.
There's no way to lead this.
Yeah, so I'm in Arizona. So that's Mountain Time Zone.
Okay. So you're quite a ways. So is anybody further than Arizona from like the Midwest region?
I don't know if Troy is out of the country. I think because
Troy might be
on one of my videos that it was going to be Nano before my name.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, we got Troy is in New Zealand.
Okay.
No, well then Troy's definitely New Zealand definitely wins the farthest. Way to go, Troy.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have a prize for you, but my love and friendship is the prize. You are welcome.
Let's see. Carrie's in Virginia. The sweaty armpit.
Bless. I have family in Pocosin, Virginia.
Margaret, Arizona, Time Rebel.
Truth.
What's that? Where am I?
Oh.
It's going so fast. Okay.
You can put it into slow mode. There's a way to put it into slow mode. Don't ask me how.
My husband can tell us. He's in the other room. He won't come on camera, but he'll stand off and awkwardly explain it.
Tag him in. I'm sure my wife could explain it too. She would do the same. She'd stand off camera and awkwardly explain it.
He does all my tech.
Mine handles my tech too.
In Colorado. Let's see. Vlog camera, candy, and water is ready to go.
We might be on Courtney's vlog.
Yay, Courtney.
Hey.
Nailed it. So, Courtney, what are you working on for your, what are you writing? What's your project for Nano?
Gotta read all the comments.
Troy, what are you guys working on? What's
everybody working on?
Yeah. let us know. What am I working on? Let's figure out
What
that.
are you working on tonight? What are we
What are
all
you
working on
working
tonight?
on?
Maybe we should start there.
Yeah. So I'm working on, of course, getting my nano project ready. Even though I've been prepping like all month, I'm still not ready. But so yeah, I just want to go through my outline some more before nano starts in a little over an hour. So yeah.
Rick, you first, because mine's underwhelming. So
I am working on book 4 in the Metaphysical Chronicles series. Book 3 is getting ready to come out pre-orders next weekend on Sunday, the November 7th. And I wrote that all live on stream for the last year and some change with fellow author tuber Sako Toomey. And so that's what I'm working on tonight is book 4, which is my nano project.
love when y'all stream together.
I love Sako to death. Like
There's
she's
like a
just
vibe.
amazing.
It's just a vibe you two have, and I'm here for it.
Yeah. I had somebody the other day was like, I know y'all are married and everything, but I would ship you. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. We have a vibe where you would ship us? That's
I would probably
amazing.
ship you too in some fan fiction. We should do that for Critique Group Live. We should make you all a prompt for fan fiction. That could be kind of fun to do some AuthorTube fan fiction for CGL. That's an idea that just got hatched here.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
I like this
Because
idea.
I want to ship Savvy and RK.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
As long
good.
as Sako's cool with being shipped with me, I don't mind.
There, we're all about consent here, people.
Yes.
That's what we're about.
That's all
what's
good.
happening here tonight.
So,
Happy
as long as-
Halloween.
Exactly, yes. As long as all's good with, but I'm totally shipping RK and Savvy together. I know they're just hardcore friends, but
I'm here for it. I'm good with it. So I'm underwhelming tonight, people. I am doing some CGL work. I'm doing a shout out post that was supposed to have been done at 7 a.m. Go me. And then I'm doing Monday and Tuesday's posts as well on all the socials. And I'm basically doing all of the work that I don't do when I'm doing my own work during the day. I do this at night. So all of the CGL work. And then I'm reading a really super awesome, perfect, fun for the season beta read for a friend who did a middle grade. So I'm into that and I'm loving it. And they are an author tuber as well, Moon Petrie. So
Okay.
check out her channel if you're into kidlit. She does YA in middle grade, but shooting traditional paths. So if that's your thing, check out her channel. What are you working on tonight? Let's tell us all the things.
Okay. Courtney.
By the way, Rick said you do this in settings through YouTube.
okay.
And I
this
asked for
logo?
more information and he's typing. So
Okay.
you're welcome.
Let's see. It's a mystery. I decided to throw away my outline 5 hours ago after working on it for a month. Oh no.
That is
But
the
it
most
happened.
nano thing that has been written so far in the chat.
Yes.
Hashtag relatable AF. That's what I
Yeah.
have to say. Relatable.
Margaret, it would have been my 10th, but I decided to sit out nano this year. Totally understandable.
I sat out nano the last 2 years.
Okay.
I'm doing nano babies.
Okay. Let's see.
They are excited.
Yes. We're happy to see me. Oh, hello, Janine.
Hello.
1,000 word revision rewrite. Way to go. That's an amazing goal. Killing it. And I love the fur baby in the picture. So
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Urban fantasy. Carrie's writing urban fantasy. New series
great.
3. Nice.
Love me some urban fantasy. That's my jam. Adult, what like age bracket? What category? This is my first nano project.
It's a fantasy book that is my own. That's in my own book, and it will be a dark book, aka a lot of deaths.
I love dark fantasy.
You know what? We love you.
All
We
about
get
it.
We're your friends. Sit with us. Yay, Sako.
Sako's amazing.
Let's see. World, not book. It's in my own world. Okay.
I got you.
I'm living for the costume. Hey, I didn't say hi to you.
Hey. Thank you. Hey.
Dark fantasy is one of my favorite reads. Let's see.
Yay. Yes. Finally reading it. Gosh, she's going to hate me because it's taken so long to get to it. Dark fantasy is my favorite. Yes. Well, cool, Troy. I love.
I'm trying to figure out how to make mine darker.
Really?
Like it's classified as dark fantasy, but I think the series gets darker as it goes on. So I feel like the first book, the one that is out now, is not as dark, but the second and third one get darker. So I don't know.
I think it's perfectly fine. The first one in the first book I came out with was a dark fantasy series published under a completely different name. That's a whole publishing nightmare. But it's now no longer available even. And the first book was dark, but the series got a lot darker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping for.
I think that's natural progression. Cecilia, also very relatable. FYI, I think we've all been 100% there.
It's a Nano thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's a very writer thing.
And a writer thing. It's very squirrely. It's very like, ooh, shiny new thing. Like, yeah.
I have no confidence in this outline that I have right now.
So
I'm just like, this probably will change completely.
Yeah.
Let's see. Question: what is your nano drink? I was going to make one, but I don't have one.
I'm gonna get tea or coffee in a minute, but I'm on agua right now.
Yeah, I mean it's coffee, but like, for 1 year it was just a caramel macchiato with toffee nut, and then 1 year it was a white chocolate mocha. Like I drank them like every day, but I don't know what this year is going to be.
I like it. I am A-okay with all of it.
Autumn is here.
Hey.
Hey.
Wow. I think Autumn has a nano write-a-thon, right? In the middle of the month. Am I right about that? If so, plug it, Autumn, and we'll put it on the screen in case replay and all the things.
I wrote it down somewhere.
Yeah, me too. Middle of November, I think, weekend.
Like the 19th. I don't remember exactly. It's written down. Yeah, I've got like so many reminders set.
Same.
But just
and it's also like 10:30 at night, y'all. Like it's like it's okay for us to be like it's late.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of early-ish for me, but I've been up since really early and done a lot.
That's right.
Okay, so I got through all the comments. Let's do
a sprint. Okay, let's do it.
All right, everybody, first stretch. It's important. Remember to do this all month.
Yeah, because I will sit. Okay, let me get the timer ready. I don't think I did that. Okay.
Spooky. I love HK's timers. Hers and Laura's. I'm just all about their timers.
So cool.
Okay, and then get the banner. Where is it? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do our first 20-minute sprint, and then we'll be back to chat. And, oh, wait, it's not 25. Gosh.
That's okay.
Again.
There, she's going to make it 20.
Oh, you are so crafty. I would have just been like, y'all are going to do 25.
Uh-huh.
I just like 20 minutes. I don't know. It's like my sweet spot.
I like it.
Okay, so 20 minutes on the clock, and let's go in 3, 2, 1, sprint. Darn it, I thought I was unmuted. Okay, that's the end, y'all.
Beep, beep.
I thought I was unmuted, but I was not when it beeped.
It happens. We all do it.
Okay. All right, so how'd you, oh, that's just me. Nope. Where?
Morgan's like, wait a minute, how do I make this thing go away?
Okay, there it
we
is.
go.
Okay, how'd you do?
Pretty good. I had to think a lot because I'm on like doing what I call the zero draft, which is just expanding out the beats briefly, like not doing full scene stuff, just like doing like real brief stuff. So I had to stop and think a lot, and like even though it's very much talking head and white room syndrome, I try not to do too much of that if possible.
Barrett, you're still muted. I saw your mouth moving. I was like, he's not
Yeah, Barrett, you're still muted, love. But yeah, I got about 290 words.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I got 2 of the posts of the 5 that I need to get done. So if I get through to 5, Moon Petri, I'm coming for your middle grade.
Nice. I don't know how many words I did, but I got some notes done on the outline.
Nailed it. How's chat? How did you guys in chat do? Give us your stats. Oh, and I made tea.
Nice. That's a nice cup.
Thank you. It holds my tea bag.
Oh.
I like that.
I know.
Get some of those.
Any excuse I can tease my husband about, like, careful with my tea bag and things is fun.
Honey, pass me my tea bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get my tea bag out of your mouth. Stop it. Stop it. So yeah, it's a lot. Okay, sorry, I closed chat, which is horrible.
Chat. Devin is here.
Yay, Devin! Oh my god,
Stream without
dude.
Devin.
When do you sleep, my friend? When do you sleep?
Like, Devin, seriously, do you just take like micro cat naps throughout the day? Is it
Has
just like half an hour at a time, 45 minutes total?
Must. Oh, Carrie crushed it. Troy.
Got a handwritten scene card done. Nice.
I can't do anything creative handwritten.
No, I have
I
no
tried.
with
Total
ideas.
digibaby.
Yeah. I can.
Will we start Nano this stream? Yes.
I already did.
Yeah.
I figure it's mostly Nano everywhere else.
Yeah.
Well, it's Nano on the East Coast, isn't it? So.
Yeah, it's already Nano in the East Coast, so it has officially hit the states.
Yeah.
And then therefore it's Nano for the whole states, including Hawaii and Alaska, in my opinion.
Yes, 100%. I agree with that.
Let's see. Courtney made tea, then waited until 12 p.m. Eastern so I could kick off Nano.
Yay, Courtney. Happy Nano, happy Nano, happy Nano.
A former coworker thinks I'm a robot.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to wonder, my friend.
You don't sleep, so.
I know. I mean, if you start talking about software updates, I'm like, it's over. Basic outline done, Act 3, because I had the other Cecilia. That is solid. That is solid stuff.
Yes. Especially having all 3 acts outlined. I don't have that. Yay. Oh yeah, I didn't say hello to Cache. I said hello in the comments, but hello again.
Yeah.
Sorry I was taking a shower during that sprint. Okay.
Hey.
All right.
That's all my zero draft is like I start it flows from my brainstorm into my outlining, and then my zero draft is just me doing real basic shit. It's not fleshed out at all. It's just like taking the individual beat and going, I could kind of see this happening here, and like writing a little stuff in there. That's all it is.
Yeah. Mine is a mess. Basic, not fleshed out.
Yeah.
I live by the Cho Wong Fu steps for being a drag queen, especially sub 4 larger than life. It's just the right size.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hopefully
You've always
inspired
had
by
fairies.
me.
Always had fairies. I am in an anthology about fairies that is literally all about whether or not they are the good kind from the Seelie court or
Way to
the
go.
bad kind from the Unseelie court. So I always tell people I
Oh.
write about fairies that may or may not eat you.
Oh, okay. I like that. I love this whole fairy, like, fae phase we were in publishing for like the last 4 or 5 years. I was all about it. Like the shows, the adaptions, all of it. My husband was not ready. I was born for this moment.
Let's see.
Way to go. That's amazing. Chapter by chapter scene cards, crushing it.
I am not that good.
Hello, JC. Evil fairies.
Yes. Gosh, who doesn't love a good protagonist?
Good antag, good protag, good support antags are the best.
Yeah. Well, and see, am I the only one that loves like a good story, like a good antagonist, like a story from the antagonist point where the antagonist is the protagonist, where we see their side of the story? Because I'm always down for a little bit of that. I want to see misunderstood, right? Like Ursula, misunderstood. You know.
You're talking my queen there. She is my queen. She rightfully had earned that crown. It was a legitimate and binding document.
Exactly.
She awakened my gay soul in 1988. Ursula, I owe a lot to. Like
so much.
Like
I have written so much fanfic around Ursula and expanding out her storyline. In my fanfic, she is rightfully royal. She is King Triton's sister.
Ooh.
So she is entitled to the throne.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I see that. Beef, and another reason she'd have some animosity towards Ariel. It's not just the red hair.
Yeah, I mean, and there are he fathered all of these girls, and one of them is going to rule after him, but she should rightfully rule for. Yeah, oh yeah. I got a whole thing going on there.
Listen, I'm here for it. I am alive for the people who can take a good antagonist and make me fall in love with him. Like that is mission accomplished if you can do it.
It's kind of what I'm trying to do with the second book in my series. So yeah, it's a dual point of view, and one of them is the antagonist. So.
Remind me are you doing Midsummer Night's Dream first?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Fun.
Talk about fairies again.
I know, right? It's like love it.
The fairy character is my main character. So
nice.
Cruella, yes, to that. I just see that in the chat as well.
I have trouble like making Cruella a good antagonist, but that's
is it because of the coats?
It is. It's just the cruelty to animals.
It's really.
I know. You know what? I know. It's you are right about it. But darn it, do I not love like the hair, for example? Speaking, Rick, of your look right now, like who doesn't want that Cruella, hair? Because it's like
honestly, the wardrobe is just.
The black and white. It's with the red lip. I'm like, the cigarette. It's like
give me a cigarette holder any day.
Me too. Like I don't even smoke.
I'll just hold it.
I don't smoke cigarettes, and that's what fits in a cigarette holder. But dang.
Yeah.
Let's get a candy cigarette and put it in there.
Bless. I don't really drive any better than her either, to be fair. But you're right. The puppy thing, I just can't get past. It's a bridge too far.
Yeah.
And even if it was chinchilla, I'd say too much.
There are just some unredeemable. Quality. And don't get me wrong. I own leather jackets. I have leather jackets and things like that. But it's deliberate cruelty for the
To the
purpose
puppies.
of cruelty.
Yeah, I see that. So I still think like Evil Queen though and like Sleeping Beauty's cool. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, really,
I was
she
like-
just like she was. I mean, she was again. She was like denied coming to the to like pay her respects to the child as it was born.
Mhm.
I mean, why would she just be deliberately just like shunned?
right.
You
It's
know?
Maleficent, right? Was that Maleficent? Yes. No.
Yes.
That's a different story. Yes, that's
Yes,
Maleficent.
that's
No.
Sleeping Beauty.
Also misunderstood. I just again, but you're right. There's no puppies there, so I feel totally fine exalting
Now the
her.
Snow
but yeah.
White, the Snow White Evil Queen. I mean, I kind of get it to a point. And if you ever saw I don't remember what year it came out, the '90s version of Snow White: A Tale of Terror had Sigourney Weaver in it.
What? A
And
Tale of
Sam
Terror?
Neill. Oh, it's so good.
I've
You
seen that.
must find it.
Oh,
It has Sigourney Weaver plays the evil stepmother.
okay. Way to go, Troy.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
I gotta find that.
Find it. It is amazing. And it really highlights it really highlights the antagonist's point of view and where she was coming from. She's very relatable. And it's Sigourney Weaver, which is
Oh,
how I knew I was at least bi as a
yeah.
kid growing up.
Hi, Lauren. Good to see you.
Hello. Vilified
Yeah.
Magic series.
Oh, that's your
Nice.
series. Cool. Very cool. I like it. I mean, I think it's just they're complicated characters. And I always try to remember like our antagonist is always like the hero in their story. Like in their world, they're awesome. Like,
Yeah. Is a novel and a book the same thing?
Yes.
A novel is
don't
a
know.
type of book.
Yeah. Is this a hot topic question? I don't know.
Well, a
I thought
novel.
so.
I mean, there are books that are not novels.
Oh,
So
that's
true.
true. That's
So
true.
every-
A novel is a
book.
type of book because there are also poetry books. There are also chapter books. There
Yeah.
are
It's a riddle, is what it is.
just a type. Like Devin said, it's just a type of book.
Okay. Well.
Okay, it's amazing. I think that's about Cruella.
Oh,
Yes.
right. Yes. Well,
Also Sigourney, if I might want to add.
you went wrong. Agreed.
She does.
Agreed.
Yes, more
100.
great main
100.
characters.
100.
Yes.
All about them.
100. It's just more interesting. I want to, I don't know. I'm more relatable too, right? Like none of us are, perfect characters, one or the other. So,
I want the portrait of Dorian Gray any day.
100. Yes. Yes.
All right. Do you all want to do another sprint?
Another stream? Yeah, let's just let's rate.
Sure.
No.
Another sprint?
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
We are here for the nanos. Like I said,
The
I've been up since
nanos.
very, very early with very little sleep, so one of these sprints might be Nano Napo.
NaNoWriMo.
Yeah, it's just Nano Napo. But I'll be back for it. I'll set an alarm. It's all good.
We'll get you.
All right.
Happy productivity.
Time. Okay. Doing it right. Okay. 20 minutes on the clock, and then we'll see you back in 20. right.
I'm living for this live chat while I'm
Hey,
eating.
good humans, Derek here. Before we get started, we
gosh.
want to take
What
a
is
moment
that?
to thank Extra for sponsoring this video.
Like,
Extra's on a
during
mission to
the
make credit building
Oh,
safer
oh, yeah,
and more
punch
That's
accessible.
their commercial going. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. We're back. I got distracted by the question in the chat.
Well, as I was saying, I was like, here I am eating my snack, and they're like crunching on bones and like, yum.
Let's see. So what did I get done? I'm trying to figure out if I want to keep the forest for the setting of my story. Because I want something to connect back to the original. So,
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, that's a pretty strong tie. I mean, that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because, I mean, there's not a lot of, I don't think I have a lot of stuff from the original.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Would it be hard to incorporate the forest?
I don't think so. Because there's like the main city, but my character lives on the outside of that. So she could live out there. I don't know. I don't know. Because okay, my main character is Puck. So since Puck basically drove the plot of Midsummer Night's Dream. So yeah, like with they're not going to be fairies, but with the fairies and everything. So trying to figure out if I want that to be my setting, because it's sci-fi fantasy. So.
Well, another idea I was going to say, especially if it's sci-fi fantasy, you could set like a place that's called the forest, like a nightclub on a ship or something, or something that like is called the forest that would be like a wink and a nod to the original. That's not actually, but like then you could describe it as however fantastical, like an Avatar style forest in this, if it's sci-fi or speculative fiction, just an idea.
That's a good idea.
So yeah.
What did you get done?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I got more things. I do need the audience's help and your help.
Okay.
I need a hot topic for Tuesday, and I'm throwing it to chat and to you guys. What is a good publishing hot topic? Like something that'll stir up a good discussion. Toss it in the chat, and I'm going to continue eating my tart. I have a pumpkin tart that I'm like living for.
I don't know.
It's the sugar rush I need to push on. So yeah, any publishing things we've done in the past have been like, now I'm forgetting them. Oh, the Oxford comma is pretentious. Like that was the first one. So it's like fun stuff. I'm like literally drawing a blank on all of them, and I'm the one responsible for coming up with them and posting them. They're meant to be like tongue-in-cheek, fun to talk about, like start conversation. So anybody has any ideas for those, drop them in the chat. I appreciate you.
I'll have to think about that.
Yes. I like this. You're not a real author unless you're traditionally published.
Oh yeah.
Carrie, my gosh, we just came out with the knives. Okay, Carrie, for the win. She also was the wet and sloppy on the sitting there eating the caramel tart, and she's like, "That's wet and sloppy."
What a fun thing for me to come back on, because I have so many comments about the whole "you're not a real author unless you're published." I have gone back and forth on Facebook groups and forums and subreddits about the whole what is a published author, what is a published writer, what is a writer, what is an author. Yes, that would be a good one, Barrett. That would be a real good one. I'm going to stay off camera, but I'll like pop in with things periodically because I have some food. I needed to take some medicine, so I have some food, and I really hate the way I look when I'm chewing. So.
Well, and I'm just chewing on camera. Like you're all.
No, you're fine. I just hate the way I look while I'm chewing. So.
Same. But I'm But that's classy to do it that way. Sorry, friends, you're going to get to watch me too. That's a good, I like that little, it's a valid point.
Authors ruining their images on social media.
Oh, 100. That is like a mood in 2020 to 2021 of just people doing some dumb, just they call it dumb and they spit it up all over Twitter. And I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
Well, and then there's the racists too. So a lot of that. They caught the racist.
Let's see. I'm gonna go back to
Carrie brought the heat, and I'm just telling you, Carrie, that's the one I'm using. Let me just say. So, and I think that's a bunch of BS, and I'm going the trad pub route. So, what does that tell you?
I do think that Devon's has validity, though. It should probably be ran across later. But I also have some really juxtaposed positions on what is ruining their image versus what is being authentic and or what is considered professional versus unprofessional.
Yeah. Run with it. I love feels. Tell me your feels.
So, regarding my feels on that particular subject is I often get accused of being very unprofessional a lot of times on certain platforms because I deign to talk about things outside of just books and writing, what I am quote unquote subject matter expert on. And I will share things about my personal views on politics and, things of that nature, how I feel about racists, that we should always punch a Nazi, how I feel about bigots and homophobic people and transphobic people. And by sharing all of that, people think that I'm being unprofessional because I should just stay in my lane and talk about books and writing and things of that nature. And I was like, no. One, my brand is that I'm a little weird. I'm a little offbeat. You're going to get some stuff from me. But two, it's not unprofessional in any way to be a real human being and talk about what actually you're passionate about. But there are so many, especially with me coming from a background in marketing, like what is being professional and maintaining a professional presence versus what is being unprofessional and what is not, holding the, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Not being able to, maintain a professional versus a personal boundary.
Yeah.
No, yeah. That makes sense.
This, Carrie, all the feels.
Yes.
Let's refer to this individual that I think we all know who we're talking about as from henceforth I have declared them she who shall not be named.
Yes.
Because I think it pays homage to the story and the world and all the amazing people that is associated with it. But then just not ever bringing up its creator again.
Mm-hmm. It's really heartbreaking.
I mean, she went for it, bless her. She went for it. She committed, and she went for it.
Well, I mean, yeah, let's go. She committed.
She
should be committed.
She committed.
She committed and should be committed, but,
It was a lot. It was a lot.
It was a lot. It was especially a lot. It hit very close to home in my household because most people do not know because it's been a very recent public announcement, but my wife is trans. So it really hit close to home because privately we knew that, and then that was also one of my favorite worlds and one of my favorite writers. And then that happened, and I was like, well, talk about just ripping out a still beating heart.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. All of that. Yeah. And I think there's a big difference.
Totally right that.
I think there's a big difference, too, between jumping into something the way She Who Shall Not Be Mentioned did in that way, where I don't necessarily know that like that one was really something she needed to weigh in on, really. But she found herself in the center of it, as the do. So I think it's more about like if it's something that directly impacts me, or in this situation would directly impact you and your family, oh, absolutely, I'm going to say something. Like if I'm not saying something, then A, it's not on brand. Like that's just not who I am, and that wouldn't be an authentic version of me. But two, I feel like we're at a very weird time where you have to kind of push back against all the bad things. I mean, the fact that we're even saying things like punch Nazis and that might be controversial is like, what?
Yeah.
How did we get here? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, how is that controversial?
How did we get here? Like, sir, this is a Wendy's. We need to get back on track and like start calling things out. So,
Like,
I think it's, it's being able to like stand up for the things that are definitely directly impacting you. And that's not political. That's not unprofessional. It's just being human. I think.
Right.
Exactly. I mean, I get how what could be controversial about the statement of totally punch a Nazi. What should be controversial between that is the debate between using physicality or using pacifism to further progress. That should be the debate, not whether or not some type of punch back should be done. It's just should it be physical or should it be verbal? That should be the debate. That should be what's controversial, not the whole we should fight back.
Yeah. Oh, I like Shay's point. Yes.
Yeah.
That. And that's true. And you know what? And that's
very much Shay.
And that's fair. You know what I mean? Some authors are behind a pen name and never want to even be known. So yeah, agreed. True.
Definitely.
True. But I'm still wearing my like political t-shirts and stuff. So people gonna know. They're gonna know.
Oh yeah. People gotta know.
Yeah.
People know when they see the outside of my
Well,
house.
you know what? Here's what it is. Is this not true? And tell me if I'm wrong about this. The folks that don't have to feel like they have to say something, that's a beautiful privilege for you. And I think that's awesome that you can like meld into any community and it's cool. And you don't have to worry about having to stand up for yourself or people that you love that are impacted by a joke at a party, or because that really is what we're talking about. That's the place where we failed as a society, is like the being at the party and be like, that sexist joke really sucks, Bill. What did you mean by that?
Yeah.
More of that would help in the world. Less Bills in charge and more other people.
Even whoever they are, everyone has their opinions and everyone is here for a reason. Yeah.
I will refrain from making a comment.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it just depends, on the situation.
Yeah. And what the opinion is about. Some things are not opinions.
Some things are not opinions. Some things are ignorance.
Yeah.
Yes.
And some of it is uneducated, and that's a thing, and that's very real, and that's when people should be talked with and reasoned with and given information. And then some people, sometimes it's willful and deliberate and hateful. Sometimes violence has to be met with violence.
Bye, Cecilia. Good seeing you. Yeah. If someone acts a fool, I'm going to run them over with my car. Okay. The way we do things have changed. Who cares if you're self? Yes, to all of this. That's
exactly.
a vibe.
Exactly. 85.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
Thank you, Shay.
Yeah.
That's the
But you already
vibe.
know I'm an accomplice, not just an ally. So
The vibe I'm here for. 100%.
yeah.
We're going down together.
But no, back to what 85 was saying, and I'm gonna shorten that. 85. I'm sorry. If you don't like that, please tell me, and I will attempt to do a sound with your name. But yeah, sometimes being self-published or traditionally published, and this is what Carrie was saying. Some people are just carrying around that elitism about whether or not you're indie or traditional, and feel that people are not like accurate judges of their own capability and skill level, and that's just not correct. It wasn't correct once upon a time when there were gatekeepers, and it's not correct now. And if y'all can hear my cats jumping around in the background, I am so sorry, but it is apparently play Zoomy time.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
Side note, in the Midwest, if you're in the Midwest, in about 30 seconds, it is officially Nano for you, kids. So throwing that in there real quick.
That is true.
Since tis the season. I think you're right. That's all what it is, isn't it? It's the snobbiness of like, you're not authentic if you didn't do it the other way. And here's the really, and again, I want to do traditional publishing, but here's what I'm going to say. The reason I want to go that route is because I want the professional people that know what they're doing to do it. I don't want to have to learn more than I can learn and handle. And so the only difference I see between the two is the author themselves is handling every aspect of the publishing process, where I don't have a lot of those skills. And I didn't want to outlay the cash, right? So that was the other benefit, was I just didn't want to have to outlay the cash. If that's truly the thing, then you go TradPub and see if you've got the outlay or the skills you need to get around the cash. If you can make covers, if you can do all the things, power to you. I see no difference between the two. I enjoy just as many self-pub books as I do TradPub books, and there will be mistakes in TradPub books, just like there will be line and copy mistakes in self-pub books. And there will be really crappy self-pub books that give all self-pub books a bad name, and same on TradPub. Like, it's all a dumpster fire.
Yeah. I used to make a game of trying to find typos in published books.
Right.
To say, like, they're not perfect either.
Totally. I do it with newspapers all the time. It's an old habit from being the editor on the college paper when I was a professor. So yeah, same thing. It's an old habit. Diet's hard.
Let's see. Shay says the truth is there's TradPub authors pulling numbers like indie authors. The quality of your writing is going to prove itself. Right. Yes. Yeah. I want to do hybrid as well.
100. It's my brain might be able to do it. It's like my husband said, his bank account isn't able to do it. So you're gonna have to go another way, kid.
All a dumpster fire.
Oh, I know. You guys, this stream today on Margaret's was too funny. So Chandra forgot about it like the week before. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, that was disgusting. A week before, we're on a stream with Chandra, and she is hosting the stream, and we're talking about this panel that we're on with her, and she's like, "Oh, that sounds like fun. I want to go." And we're like, "You're on it. Like, what are you talking about?" So anyway, we tease her about it for the whole day. Today comes of the stream, like 5 minutes to stream time, and I'm like, "There's no Chandra." And Margaret's like, "She's gonna make it." I was like, "Let me just tell you now, she would be here by now. This is not it. She's not showing." She sure did show up 40 seconds after we went off the live, which is why it was so early, because that's always my nightmare. Like, that I will have the time zone wrong or something. So I'll be everywhere early.
Oh, I just do that because I have poor time management skills, having ADHD.
Oh,
well, so I'm either
didn't do anything like
early or totally late.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
There you go. So anyway, that was all a dumpster fire, and it's just the Chandra thing today. That was too funny. I see why people keep cell phones in the bras.
Absolutely.
No.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. And the agent I talked to for my revise and resubmit, Carrie, said that it's all about like shortening the window. That's part of the reason I put away the book I was out with in the spring was It's a Series, and so there would have been future works. The thing I'm working on now is a standalone for that reason. So yes to all of that. Thank you. Good looking out. I want to know how to say your last name properly. Is it Bartkowiak? Bartkowiak? Gotta figure out how to say that. I love that name.
Let's see.
It is a very cool name. But
Isn't
yeah,
that
I would
cool?
say Bartkowiak.
Bartkowiak? Yeah.
I'm pressure still awake and lucid, going to sleep with my cat in the lap.
All right, Margaret.
If my cats join my lap at any point, I'm gone, y'all.
Oh, I'm hanging on with tarts, burps, and hope at this point to just. No, I'm just kidding. We'll be fine. We have an hour and a half. We can do it.
I like, Barrett, how you apologize for your burp, and I just started the stream off with like the biggest belch, and I'm like, yep, going with it.
I don't know. I feel like cronies feel like I have to just apologize for the ones that aren't as offensive, and then like the ones that are, you don't claim. You're just like, I don't know who that was. What?
I don't apologize anymore.
I like that. You're like, I've given up.
Been doing it for too long now.
That's right. It's me. 2 characters that is fairies and I want to kill in this book. Oh, that's good. That's good. Violence is good. Good.
Fun.
You want to raise those stakes high. Bartkowiak. Oh,
Bartkowiak.
love that. Bartkowiak. That's a sexy name. I like that.
I like it
Happy
too.
Halloween.
I like how she's like, I'm married into it, had a nice
Oh.
4-letter name once upon a time. I know the feels. I started off, so Brown is my maiden name.
Yeah.
Married the first time. Got an incredibly complicated name that in 10 years of marriage nobody could pronounce, and everybody kept like thinking it was like my first and last name, like that just my last name became my first and last name.
Like you were Cher?
Well, it's just that okay, so the last name was Book Walter, the word book and the name Walter, all one word, no hyphening, no extra capitalization, nothing. Incredibly simple to look at, read. I thought, they thought, all those things. But everyone kept calling me Brooke Water.
Water.
Or they called me Brooke Walker. That became my name. Like the BC part of my name just disappeared entirely. And like nobody ever used it. And like it just became a thing. Well, then it was so hard to go back to my maiden name when I divorced. It took forever and it was so hard to do. Then when I met my now wife, they have a complicated last name, and that for a long time they went by their first name as their last name because they had a very common first name and a lot of friends with the same first name. So they all just went by their last names and it was easy. And I was like, I am not doing the whole name change thing again. I might sometimes get the wrong pizza now, but nobody asks me how to spell it, and I'm not rebranding every book I have out there. It's been forever.
Yeah.
So, it's been 11 years, and
Honestly, it's the branding would be the big thing.
it was so hard.
That's why I use my middle name.
I had to rebrand from my first married name just to get back to BC Brown. I had to do a whole rebrand, and I was like, I'm not doing it again. It's a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, when we got married, my husband was like, "Do you want to change yours?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm keeping mine because the book. Something happens, I'm like Tina Turner. I'm taking the name, so you can change yours." And he didn't. Boy, it was a pain. Let me just tell you, it was a hassle and a half. I don't know why anybody bothers doing it anymore, but
Yeah.
But it's a lot. Thank you, Carrie. That's hilarious, and I love all of that. Oh my goodness, Labouchen.
Tell me if I'm in the ballpark, Troy. I just like to see if I can get it right.
Labuscagni.
Labuscagni.
Is it like Eastern European? Labuscagni? No.
Or the fact that we're so
deprived?
we're so unexposed to New Zealander style names.
Oh, maybe? That could be New Zealand. Yes, it's New Zealand. Yes, maybe that's.
Maybe, or maybe it's an Eastern European thing.
I don't know. There's a.
Nope, we're all wrong.
Brown is really easy for fans to remember. Spell type 150.
Yeah.
Barrett, try that. Nobody will ever figure that out. Stands for
bored with normal people.
Oh, I love that.
That's so great. but 85 is perfectly fine. Thank you. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
that's clever. I like you. Subscribe to my channel and hang out with me. You're funny. I like that. Okay.
Oh,
Very cool. All right.
cool. I bet
Liking
if Sage
that,
were here,
Coral.
Sage totally would have been like, I know that name.
Yeah. I'm never going to be able to spell it. I'll try. Yeah.
No,
Same.
yeah, I'm going to mess that one up a lot.
Same. Oh, yeah.
But yes, Carrie, Brown is very easy. And also, I get the bonus of the alliteration with BC Brown Books. So I get the little bit of alliteration there.
Yep.
So it's just easy. And it's all short.
That is brilliant. What about you, Morgan? Would you ever consider a rebrand, or are you Morgan Lee until the end of time?
I'll just be Morgan Lee.
Yeah.
It was Morgan Lee J because my maiden name's Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to use Johnson because it's a boring last name. So,
Honey, mine's Brown.
so yeah, it was Morgan Lee J when I first published in out of high school. And then now I can't change my Amazon author name. So now it's still Morgan Lee J on there.
Well,
so that's fine.
Whatever. Well, I couldn't be more excited about your project. When I heard retelling and Shakespeare, I thought, okay, because I came up in the 90s when every other movie, rom-com, was a Shakespeare, 10 Things I Hate About You, and She's All That, and all of them were some version of a retelling.
This was a retelling, not Shakespeare.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the 90s was all about retelling fairy tales, retelling Shakespeare.
Yes.
Just kind of rehashing and updating the classics.
Yes, 100. So when I heard you were like, well, I think I'm going to, I was like, yep, I'm here for it. 150.
Okay, so I think it's time to do another sprint.
Oh, I like JC Hartley. That's nice.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hartley.
So far, you're getting a 3 out of 3. You get to go to Hollywood. You get a ticket.
I want to think of a pen name so I can write in a different genre.
Oh, I have one of those too, but nobody's ever gonna know. I've spent the last 3 years building a whole persona and online presence around my pen name.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Including author photos, including on this out and about Insta pics and everything.
Oh, it's very detailed.
Oh yeah, you know me. When we hyper focus, we get real hyper focused with ADHD.
That's cool. I don't know.
All right, I didn't want to show that one again. Okay. All right, so let's do another. What am I doing?
Here in the Midwest, this is our first official nano stream.
Yeah.
So you East Coast people have been at it for a bit, but this is our first official.
We in Mountain / Pacific are still waiting.
All right, so let's go ahead and sprint, and we'll talk to you all in 20 minutes.
find it. Yay.
You did it.
Hey, 85, I am gonna drop in. Oh, wait, I'm not logged into YouTube to do that. Hold, please. I'm trying to figure out how to give you Devin's playlist. Or his
Oh wait, I can grab it really quickly if you're not logged in.
thingy go. Well, the thing is I can. Hold.
I have Devin's channel bookmarked.
Ah.
Uh,
I do too. It's on the computer, and I'm chatting in the phone, and I don't know how to make it go from the computer
although
into
I
the.
don't know if I can because I don't have a. Do I have a
Oh,
wrench?
you need a wrench.
I do not have a wrench.
Hold.
Sorry.
Wrench me, baby. No, just.
I barely figured out how to get Barrett a wrench. It took me a long time.
I understand. Devin's like, I'm wrenchless here. No power.
Oh, Devin, here. I got you. Look at this, Devin. Look at this. Who's coming through for you in a pinch? There it is. You're welcome. Nailed it. All I can do is put you in timeout, which I don't think you want, Devin. I don't have that kind of power here, and my wand is much more wobbly.
Because you've been doing this with it. That would wear me out too.
Yes. There were so many good discussions in the chat. Like,
Yes.
that was a very good chat discussion. BC was on a kick with the pen names, and I thought there were lots of really good points.
Oh yeah, they were great. Yeah, 85, you should totally. Devin is like on par with knowing who's streaming when, and usually if somebody like pops up that they're going to have a stream, even if it's like within like the next hour, Devin's like got it on a playlist like within 15 minutes.
It used to be like Devin is like in a oh my gosh, I've done this panic before when you look up and realize it's dying and you're like, no, get the charger. I've done this. I have so done this. I know this feeling.
Yes.
Yeah, Devin's the MVP of AuthorTube. Like if you're gonna follow anybody in this stream, Devin's through Nano. I mean, everyone here is amazing. Like but
No, we're all awesome, but
awesome.
Devin is the rock star.
Yeah.
Okay. So how'd you all do during that sprint?
I talked to 85 and BC mostly.
Yes, pretty much. That's kind of what I did. I did finish eating.
I ate.
Yeah, I finished eating. The doorbell rang, and we got 3 new trick-or-treaters. Gotta love the middle school little dickwads that don't pay attention to the no porch light being on, no lights on any of the stuff being turned on. And I was like, yo, we put stuff away because we were not getting any more. And yeah, I was just like, okay. But they had masks. They're kids. We still have half a bowl of candy. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, I'll go ahead and indulge. It's my Halloween. It's my
You're
holiday.
nice.
I am nice. I almost called him on it, though. I'm like, y'all, no lights, no porch light.
Nah.
Means...
I'd have been like, you guys are late. All you get is candy corn.
Yeah, and the fact it's 10:30 here.
No.
On a Sunday night.
No.
But yeah.
Get home, get to bed. My mom would have been whooping me if I would have gotten home after 10 o'clock before, Lord, if I'd have gotten home after 10 o'clock before 16, she'd have.
Oh,
I never went anywhere.
I wouldn't have tried it. Yeah, my mom was very.
I'm always like, no, that's not happening.
I had the strictest, like, curfews because my sisters were troublemakers.
Yeah.
I was actually, surprisingly, for being incredibly weird, a really good kid. Like, if I blew through my curfew, it was because I was staying late at the library until they closed and then had to ride my bike all the way home. Like, that was the kind of kid I was. And
Love
I
it.
was just like, but I had to be on the porch, not in my driveway, not like, yeah, I had to be on the porch by dusk.
By dusk, I love that.
Yeah, 10:30 on a school night, not happening. And it is a school night here in Arizona. Like last week was fall holiday, was like fall week.
I was gonna say 10 p.m. My mom would have been like, "Oh, way to go, Troy! Way to go! Good on the word count. Good to go." Same thing. My mom would have been like, "It's 10 o'clock. You need to be home and in bed." And if I wasn't, I'd have been in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
And she was scary. She's still scary, but she was scary then.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to go anywhere, like at all.
My
I
mom
didn't have a curfew because I didn't go anywhere.
didn't let me spend the night anywhere. She was always like wise to that whole like sneak. You know how like you'd say, "Oh, I'm spending the night at my friend's house," and you go sneak out and do whatever. No, she was like, "Oh, really? I'm gonna call their parents." Like, never mind, we're not doing that then.
I had two people, like I had like two friends growing
Oh,
up. I
same.
was so
Same.
introverted.
Yeah.
And like my mom knew exactly where I was. My mom also like worked 3 jobs. She was a nurse. She worked crazy shifts. So she was almost never home, but
Oh, wow.
always knew where I was because the cops were her friends.
Mhm.
All the parents were like giving her the lowdown on where I was all the time, but most of
Yep.
the time it was with the same 2 friends.
Yep.
She knew them, had known them forever, and we were either playing imagination, make shit up, or we were watching movies.
Yeah.
You know, kind of a thing. I used to hang out with a friend and we would literally just sit at opposite ends of her daybed and read. Like she would
Oh,
read a book.
I had a reading friend. I had
Yeah.
a reading friend too. We literally did nothing but like, and this was back when Borders was a thing. This shows my age. And we hung out in like the Borders and
I
read together.
Well, we didn't have a Borders in my hometown. My hometown was so small we didn't have a bookstore. So we had the public library. There was
Yeah.
a small community college that had its own library. We'd go hang out there because that was the best we
Yeah.
could do. And
Yeah.
well, I take that back. There was a bookstore, but it was a Christian bookstore, and
Oh,
I wasn't
no.
going to be caught dead in there.
I've read a few Christian fiction books because, Southern Baptist boy that I am. And let me say, some of them are very, very good. And then there are others. And I think,
That are trash.
man, but you know what? That's every genre. So
That's
Yeah.
true. That is true. There are some that are very good. I've
my,
read
my
a
whole
few.
thing with it is like, it's the ones that aren't like trying to give me like a big, deep moral lesson, but like just giving me like hey, here's like a story that more leans into the Christian faith. Okay, I can go on that journey with you. If I'm
Yeah.
like coming out of it feeling a little bit like you wouldn't want me to get married to my husband, so I'm gonna be like, this is a comfort thought. I want to finish it. This is a DNF for me.
Yeah, now you have a problem. Well, Troy, you have writing buddies here.
Yeah, hang out here.
Yeah,
You're
hang out
good.
here. You
Writer's
hang out on
good.
Devon's playlists.
All
You'll
of the
find
playlists.
all the writing buddies, and
So many.
it's it's not just old people like me.
Oh,
Um,
yay.
Huh?
465. Sorry. Good work. Good.
No.
Go. Do your thing.
Wait,
You're killing
TL,
it.
man.
I wish I could Teal Russ lifestyle. I love it. I butchered that name. Sorry, I never.
I got like 20 words done because almost all of it was in the chat. So
Yeah, every word I got done was in
I
chat.
got like 200, but that's it.
TL.
Laundry.
I love it. TL hid their TV in their closet so they could still watch it, but closed the door if their mom came and checked on them.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. That's relatable.
That's funny.
Allowed to go places. Some of us
Yeah.
are just introverted. I could go anywhere I wanted to. I just had very strict, like there were just rules. The chores had to be finished before I could leave, if it like especially if it was after school.
Yep.
And then I could skip my homework and do that after my curfew because I had such an early curfew. So she was like, I'll give you a little bit there. You can wait to do your homework. But I had to be on the porch by dusk. I broke that so many times, especially in the winter in the Midwest when it's dusk by 4:30 in the afternoon.
Right, exactly.
I hate that.
Right. It's like, hello, seasonal depression. I'll see you all in March.
Yeah, I'll see you
I know.
maybe in March when the sunlight comes out again.
Yeah. See you then.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And we fall back next week. Ugh, I hate it.
I know. It's coming. Although tonight I'll be like, I'm falling back into bed with these wings on. I'll wake up tomorrow with these on and eat. Working on not being sleepy. How are you? Yeah, we're all feeling it. I want writing buddies, but people these days in school don't write, I think. It's always hard to find writing buddies, I find, in real life. And oftentimes our friends that read don't necessarily read the same things. So finding like a writing group where you can pair off with people that read and write specifically in your genre is super helpful. And AuthorTube's great for that.
Yeah.
So, and here's another thing that I have found to piggyback off of that is it's just as bad being, say, a teen or a younger individual in school trying to find writers as it is being an adult trying to find other writers.
Yeah.
Because here's the one thing that I'm going to go out on a limb here and say 99.2% of writers are really bad about, and it's telling people that we're writers.
Yes. Yes.
We obfuscate to the point where we're like, I'm not going to tell people because I'm either going to get mocked
Yeah.
or I'm going to be told to get a real job.
Yeah.
Or nobody really just wants to hear it because a lot of people aren't readers. And
Yeah.
once we say we're writers, it's like uncorking that dam.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we just word vomit whatever our latest stuff is. I have a whole video about that, actually. Part of a video about that is just all you can talk about is your writing once you tell people you're a writer.
Right.
Because like you've just like sprang a leak and
Yes.
bleh.
Yeah.
Or the thing where they'll read it and they'll suddenly become reviewers. You know, suddenly they're, you know, they've read your book and now they, you know, well, I was an editor at my high school newspaper back in 1968 and this is trash.
That's
So
trash.
Here's the thing. They're like buttholes and everybody has opinions. So go forth and know that, yeah, saying you're a writer is a minefield.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get.
But Devin is right. AuthorTube is a family. There are a few toxic individuals, but for the most part, that is a pretty wholesome family, good community. Everybody is out to support everybody else. There are a couple people real toxic, but you pretty much learn who they are.
Yes.
Like,
every
real quick.
family, has their cousins that, you know, killed somebody into a little prison time. We all know, right? And, you know, if you slide into people's DMs, they'll tell you.
Yeah. I do feel bad, Shay, that you're having anxiety tonight.
Me too.
But we're
me too.
also grateful you're hanging out with us. So
Yeah, totally.
silver lining?
I would send you a giant edible to make all that go away quickly. And relax, take it away.
That was one of the key things because I was like, I'm gonna take my medicine to feel better because y'all know I was telling Barrett and I was honest with Barrett and Morgan behind the scenes that the reason I had to be off camera was because I have a couple chronic conditions that pain is just a real issue. And I was going to have to take my medicine and eat something with my medicine. But I was also thinking, am I going to have to take my medicine and double up on some edibles? Because I'll do it. It'll get real weird in here real fast, but I'll do it.
I do what I got to do for overnight streams. That's all I'll say.
Oh, let's see.
Y'all do homework. I get my friends' work and just blame my friends for cheating off of me. Oh, okay. Well, I was a college professor before the panini hit, so I would have been all over you for that, young man.
Same. Taught high school. Would have been all over that.
I'd have been like, and that's a no. Had to be in the house by the time the streetlights came on. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, see, that's exactly. I mean, my mom was not kidding with the punishment either. Like, she was big on corporal punishment. She was like, oh, you messed up? Bam. And then it'd be like, oh, that's a slap in the face.
That required my mother to be home. And she worked too many jobs for that as a single mom. So
my mom was single mom too.
Yeah. Her punishment for me was grounding me, which as an introverted writer who liked to read, that was like the best punishment in the world.
Thank you. You're my favorite mom.
Yeah, it's like, thanks, Mom, I'll stay home. The only
Yeah.
punishment that was torture was for cutting off my hair. That was the only real, because,
Oh.
so my mother cut my sister's hair off like Dorothy Hamill, horrible style, like real short, kind of boyish 70s cut that was ugly as sin. In the 70s. And so and she hated it. She thought it looked terrible after she did it. So she made a vow that I would never be able to cut my hair more than just a trim. So by the time I was 15, I had ankle length hair. Not joking.
Wow.
I had to braid it in 3 braids and braid the 3 braids together.
You were
And
like
then,
Leia.
yeah, and then like loop them up. It was terrible. So when I was 15, I snuck out of the house and
As you
had my
do.
friend's sister, who was in college to become a beautician, cut my hair off up into a bob under my chin.
Wow.
It was 18 inches of hair, like, and that was just like what we could gather and measure, because we didn't
Wow.
do like the cut like that.
Yeah.
We just kind of gathered it and was trying to measure it afterwards. So it was 18 inches of hair. My mother, she grounded me basically 2 years for that. I was going to be grounded until I graduated high school.
Ooh.
She gave in after about 8 months, but for 8 months I was grounded. And even for an introvert who loves to read and write, that is a long time.
I wouldn't have made it. I'd have been busting out, and like I joined show choir in high school because I needed to get out from under her tyranny.
I had marching band, so I could still
Well.
go and do the things that I like.
Yeah.
I was in marching band and I was in theater, so I could
Theater,
go do
same.
the things that were school related.
Yeah, same.
Um,
That's why I kept getting into everything. She was like, "You're already in theater. You're doing show choir. Oh, sure. Who doesn't love sequence?"
yeah. Oh, I tried for show choir and was told I sang like a warbly bullfrog and
Oh.
never grace the choir teacher's presence again. And I was like, you know what? Up yours. I'm not a good singer.
Well, I
But
don't care. That isn't very nice. There is a
it was-
nicer way to say it than that. You know, dash the dreams of a young starlet.
Well, it also didn't. You know, I didn't know at the time that you know, I had the genetic condition that was making me go deaf, and we didn't know when I was a teenager that I couldn't hear properly. So it wasn't until I was like midway through my 20s that I realized I had hearing loss of any kind. And
Interesting.
then looking back and being questioned by the audiologist was like, did you never realize that you didn't hear very well? And my mom was like, well, I just thought she had selective hearing and just didn't want to listen to me. And I was like, no, legit, Mom, when I told you I didn't hear what you said, most of the time I didn't hear what you said. But I just adapted as a kid.
Oh, that sounds
So-
like my husband, the selective hearing. I'm like, oh, I know all about that.
I think this is my wife too, is selective hearing.
Oh, totally.
It's also the fact that I have ADHD, she has ADHD. Paying attention and like focusing on what somebody is saying is also very difficult because you've got everything in your brain and you're trying so hard to listen to what's being said. And sometimes you just got like Beethoven playing in your head.
I know. He's gotten better to where like we do an activity. Like if he's like, what do you want me to do? And then we'll take a tennis ball and throw it back and forth while we talk about what needs to be done. And then I can
That's a good idea.
keep him with me while I'm like, if you do these 3 things, I'll do these 3 things, and we're gonna meet in the middle. And he'll still do 4 or 5 more than I ask somehow in that tiny amount of time. I swear it's those magic little ADHD pills that he just spins around this place like a tornado, and then he's like, "What did you get done?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm on the second one."
Unless he hyper focuses on one thing, right?
Yes, which is why we talk about the list, and then he
Mhm.
keeps the list, and then he knows how to keep rolling.
That's good. That's good. But
We've worked out our
do like
system.
I do like the fidget with the ball.
He did that with his therapist. Like they worked that out. Like that's a thing they worked out together. So he does that. Like, you know, there definitely were times when I was still drinking before I got sober where like that didn't work out so well. Like we'd be talking and I'd be having some wine and you know, you get popped in the face.
That's a real thing with my wife too, because she's sober as well.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
For a
So
couple of years. And so it used to be really bad with her ADHD. Between my hearing and ADHD and her drinking and ADHD was terrible. And thank you, Devin. I do appreciate that. It's years of vocal lessons for speech therapy that has
Oh,
actually improved my singing, just so I can maintain my speech at normative levels and not have it coupled with my hearing issues.
I'm just now looking at the chat. Sorry, friends. At this
Thank
at this hour of the morning, I can only do one thing at a time.
I am just catching like little bits here and there. I keep scrolling back up. I'm like, I gotta scroll
I'm
back
like,
up.
what are we talking about?
Stay up all night, but I don't think I've ever done it. I did it a few times when I was doing the cocaines back in my 20s. But listen, kids, that was a rough time, and Barrett was a lot thinner and a lot crazier. So it wasn't pretty. I'll tell you that.
I have a good friend that reminds me of a good friend of mine. She's been sober for a very long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was a normie during the week and then would get an 8-ball after work on Friday, and that would carry her through the weekend. And it was just like crazy. She'd tell me stories. It was great. Thank you, Devin.
100% Salter, 100. And the discussions that I have with writers are always the most, like, I will leave it being like, did you know there was a disease about some like random thing that I would have never thought about in my life? And I'll talk to a writer about it for like 45 minutes, and they'll be like, that's just fascinating. Tell my husband, and I'll be like, what? Like, who are these people? And I'm like, go sleep. You're fine.
But yes. Oh, yes, I'm sure we'll be doing more sprints.
Yes. Oh, yes. Sorry, Troy. Sorry.
We chat a lot.
Yeah.
But mainly that's because Barrett and I are very chatty individuals, and we're trying to keep ourselves awake.
Yes.
And I just like to listen to people talk.
And Morgan's just a sponge that takes it all in. She's
Yeah.
just like, I'm going to store this for later.
I'm going to use their banter in my story.
I do that so often.
Oh, me too.
Like I go and people listen more than people watch. I will like ride the bus. And because I don't hear very well, and some people think it's a little disingenuous of me to do this, like it's like I'm spying, but I use my sound app, which captures sound and then automatically types it out for me. And I save those conversations, but I delete anything that looks like it's personal, like super personal. And that gets picked up. And then 2, I keep them only because I want to reference how people speak that's not similar to how I speak, so that I can like make it real when I'm writing other types of dialogue for people that weren't raised the same way I was, or aren't neurodivergent or whatever. But I do eventually delete them. I use them as practice. Like,
I don't necessarily think it's morally gray if it's only for research. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel weird about that.
Yeah, I don't
because I use my
publish
phone
anything.
to film myself when I'm out and about, and I have been known to, like, when I see something interesting happening around me, to like pretend like I'm and do the exact same thing, so I can pull it up later. And like, there's a particular fight I'm thinking of a mother and daughter in a Whole Foods that was so ridiculous, and I thought, these people drive a Mercedes and are so stupid. I can't even stand it. But the fight between them was so amazing. I just followed them through the store, filming it on my cell phone. And I'm going to use it one day in a story. I don't know when or how. But
parents and their kids are some of the best content in the world.
Oh my gosh,
to catch.
Totally. You know, it's
or
like,
just catch a
Kiki,
one-sided
you can't have
conversation.
that. I mean, like, first of all, you named her Kiki. Like, we're gonna start. And I'm just gonna follow you through the story.
Yeah, it's like, let's just focus on the fact you named her Kiki.
I know.
That's your
like,
first step in going wrong.
Your life is a lot different than mine. I can tell.
You're welcome, Shay.
Oh yes,
You're welcome.
Completely understandable. Troy made it back. Oh, the karaoke streams. Yes, I've heard of these.
I haven't been to any.
I haven't either. I've heard of it.
I haven't done any recently, but when I had to drop off just for like some health issues and couldn't do them, I was doing them monthly. And when I had to drop off because of health issues, Meadow and Jace, they like picked them up. They do them the 3rd Sunday of just about every month. And they have a Discord server they have a Discord. Hold on, I don't know if they exactly want me to give this out.
Morgan, that's okay. Morgan will tell you. Like, Discord's a tool of the devil. I don't understand it yet. I'm trying. I'm working on it.
It's
For
very
World of Warcraft,
overwhelming.
it
Yeah.
feels, you know what it feels like? It feels like a family chat. I'm just gonna tell you now, that is my circle of hell. Like, the family
It
chat
Oh yeah,
next
my
is
family.
my circle of hell. That's where fighting happens. My husband's family does a lot of like political talking in there, and it's like,
It very much is an echo chamber. Like you can very much do an echo chamber, but it is also a really good resource.
oh, Discord, you mean, not the family chat. I was like, oh, the family
Oh no,
chat.
Discord.
Cringy.
Discord.
I was like,
Discord.
oh, kill me.
No. But like, yeah, and it's AuthorTube karaoke is
Ah.
is the Discord.
Okay, sweet. That's cool. That's fun.
Yeah, so and they're always posting like, yes, we are going to do it, or no, we're not going to do it, you know, kind of a thing, and that's pretty much it. And Jace will be hosting it, or Meadow will be hosting it, or one of us will be picking it up on our channels, kind of a thing. So it's really cool. They're fun. They're so much fun to do. We just basically bring as many people on screen. Like the hosts are always on screen, but we rotate as many people in the chat who are like, hey, I want to sing something real quick, and then we'll bump somebody off the chat and then off the screen and bring up another person. And we'll just rotate like a regular rotation for karaoke.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay.
Okay, I think we should sprint.
We gotta sprint. We've got one more in us, guys. We can do this.
We can do this.
Okay, let me reset the timer.
Okay.
Oh. Everybody stretch, y'all. Don't forget. Yeah, stretch and yawn if you need to, like Barrett and I.
Okay, I think this is the last one.
Yeah, we got
Last
this.
sprint of the night. So hopefully some good things happen.
Yes. Happy productivity, everybody.
Yes.
You got this.
And we're done.
Yay! Happy Nano!
Yay.
I actually did pretty good that sprint. Like one, I had to let Spot in. He's gotta come and join me for every sprint, and he had to get some scratches and some pets. My desk now thoroughly needs to be lint rolled.
He's like, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to be in bed right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even on the weekends, especially because this is a Sunday night, and normally I don't have Monday off. And so I have tomorrow off though because it's a religious holiday for me today. I still have a couple of things that I need to do before bed. And then like I have tomorrow off. But yeah, normally we are totally in bed by now because we're up super, super early in the morning so that I can do things before the 9 to 5. And yeah, so he's like, he was all meowing at he wants to come in anyway. He likes being in here when he can be all alone with me.
Mm.
And then
Undivided attention.
Yeah, he likes to hang out on the back of the chair. He's my companion kitty.
I need a familiar.
Oh, I have a bunch of familiars. I mean, there's 23 cats outside that have just flocked to my cauldron, and 4 cats inside.
Oh, sounds like heaven. Look at all these word counts. Good jobs, everybody.
I know.
I got 332 that sprint.
Go, Morgan. Go.
And that's not a disgrace, Troy.
Killing it.
Those words on the page.
No, that is. You could have gotten 6 and you got more than I got. So go you.
It's a thing sometimes. It just really is a thing.
555. Crushing it. Way to go. I'm loving your photo.
On chapter 26, 60% through the book. Nice.
Yep. Keep pressing on, my friend. Pressing forward.
I pulled a Caro word count this time. I'm surprised.
Wow.
I got 1132.
Whoa, way to go.
With kitty scratches.
That's something. Okay, that looks good. It sounds brutal.
Oh,
Nice.
Fairy Death. I'm sure it was epic and overload.
Oh, thank you, Annie.
Thank you, Annie.
You missed Rick. Rick's costume was the best. Rick is also my husband's name, but yes. But yes, the Rick and Morty costume was great. So,
that wig is so fiercely. It's weirdly heavy and hot.
I believe it on both fronts. I said Morgan's was Britney Spears, but I think that's more like the timing than the actual outfit. Although it gave me those like circus album vibes. Like I wanted to see like a whip and do the thing.
Devin's in zombie mode.
I don't know how Devin's
What you're gonna power down for about 45 minutes, charge.
He's gonna go do a quick charge.
Up.
Quick charge.
Yeah, he's got one of those lightning cables.
I'm so proud of us. We did it. Like
I know.
When this started, I was seriously like, listen, guys, if I make it to 11, I'm gonna be so proud of myself. And I'm just sitting here going, look at that. It's 123. We did it.
Yeah. Last year, was it last year? I don't know, or the year before, I wanted to do a 6-hour stream. I went 5, and then I was too tired to go on.
See?
Yeah, it's like
I mean, Glory does these long streams. I'm just like, I don't know how you do it. Like I am.
Kat and Charlie, Glory,
yes,
do these epically long streams, whether it's here or on Twitch, and it's just like, I don't know, I can't do it.
My chronic illness is like, not today, Satan.
I'm like, not ever.
Not today.
Not ever, bitch. I mean, I have done a couple really long streams, but like, they've had to be like perfect days, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I still technically have half an hour until Nano officially kicks off in my time zone. So I'm gonna go do the couple of little like small ritual things that I need to do.
Yes.
That should take me right up until the midnight mark. And then I will make sure I write at least 5 words, and then I will go to bed.
Nailed it. And the ritual is burning the last manuscript from last Nano and dancing naked under a full moon. Just for those of you that aren't familiar with Arizona tradition for Nano.
Yes, exactly.
There's a regional board.
There are regional boards.
Are there really?
Yes.
No, the guards killed the fairies, and we, the main character, didn't see it. He was locked in the dungeons. Okay, I'm liking this. All right. It's got lots of high fantasy vibes. It's 6:22 a.m. Oh, okay.
Annie, like Troy, is well into the nano already.
Yeah, you're deep into nano. Well, at 6:22 a.m., you should have how many words at this point? 1,667 or something? I don't even know.
At 6:22 a.m., my ass is usually just rolling out of bed so that I can stumble in to get some caffeine to start my stream, which normally starts at 7:30 a.m.
It is
barely
early.
human those days.
I can't do it without. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah, I know.
I did. Oh, listen, that is a good start, Troy. That is That is where it's at.
More than I did.
I was going to say that is 1,100 words more than I wrote today. So.
Well, I mean, officially it is tomorrow for you right now.
Oh, that's even still.
It's definitely
even
more
still,
than
it's
words
1,110 words more than I wrote today. No, I like my sleep too much. You and me both, man.
Feel you.
I wish I could sleep, honestly.
Oh, are you having a spell? I hate those spells where I can't sleep. Ugh.
They're terrible.
Yes.
I have the fortune that at least my chronic fatigue cancels out my ADHD, like not able to sleep. But every so often, it's just like, no, you can't sleep and you feel just so exhausted. And it's like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. I have weird Crohn spells like that where I'm super tired, but like my sleep is just trash. It's like 3 to 4 hours and it's not good. And I'm grumpy and I'm hateful. And Ricky's like, you need a Snickers. And I'm like, I need more than that. Like,
way more than a Snickers, honey, but okay.
But you're offering king size almond. It's 7:25 p.m. for me. Okay.
On the 1st, yeah.
On the 1st, yeah.
Yeah, Troy is well into the nano already.
Yeah. No, it would have been weird if you were like, it's 7:26 on the 4th of January. Like that would have been then I would have been like, what? That's not right. But that works. That tracks.
Oh, Carrie, I feel that.
This week. Oh, 11 hours. That sounds nice though.
Yeah, give me that one. Like
I could handle an 11-hour nap. I might do it. And I call that a nap.
Gonna try it.
I'm gonna try. I don't have anything to do tomorrow, so I'm gonna try.
So what other sprints are you guys doing over Nano? Like what sorts of, let's plug all the things. What's everybody doing? Tell me where I need to be.
So I will have my usual Tuesday, Thursday Twitch streams. And then I will have my usual Friday morning YouTube streams. I'm not co-hosting anywhere else as of yet. I'm sure that's bound to change at some point.
Good change.
I'm always like, hey, I'll do it when somebody's like, hey, anybody want to join me? Everybody's like, I'll do it.
Same.
But yeah, it could change.
Cool. Morgan, what about you? What upcoming sprints do you have?
I'm attempting to stream every day.
No, wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you want co-hosts for some of them, I can't do every day, but if you want co-hosts for some of them, message me.
Depending on time of day, I might be able to join.
Okay. I'm planning on switching the time. So like, I think I put it as Monday, Tuesday. I'm doing a night because I don't work Monday and Tuesday. So like at 7.
Yeah.
And then on the days I work Wednesday through Saturday, I think I put 8 a.m.
Cool. You'll see me at both of those. And anytime you want a Ethel to your Lucy, you call me.
That's funny.
I'll make sure
I've been watching I Love Lucy
too.
for like the last week.
Really? I have been too.
Yeah.
Ricky and I were watching it this last weekend too.
I'll make sure I tag team y'all if I do some pop-ups or something. Yes,
please do. I did my first sprint for Worldwide Write-A-thon. I've never hosted one before on my own. So if I decide to get in the sprint game, because there's not enough.
Right.
We don't have
That's why
Devin
There's
doesn't
not
have to
enough.
keep track of enough, you know.
But then, and I'm also streaming with Zara, at the end of the month.
Yeah, I think. Am I on that one with you?
Yeah.
You and I are on one together. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So much fun. Well, this was fun playing in your playground. You had a great group of people in the chat and so much fun.
I know. I'm so glad I didn't decide to do it by myself like I usually do.
Yes, this was fun.
So yeah, thank you both for coming on.
I love playing off of co-hosts. That's why I invite so many people on. That's why Socko's like, yeah, just tag me in every single time you stream. I'm like, okay.
Well, I'll be honest. I was so excited when I saw it was BC because, like I said, I've been in a lot of your sprints and stuff, but we've never had the chance to play. But at the same time,
when Morgan sent the like the thumbnail and I saw you and I was like, yes.
I know, me too. I was like, score. That's the fun side. 30-minute sprints every day. That sounds amazing. Way to go. You've got this. You're going to make Nano your beat.
The day last November, she came close. Missed just 1 or 2 days.
It was impressive.
Wow.
And that's incredibly impressive since she also has a toddler.
Wow. Yeah. I don't even have plants. Oh, okay. Y'all got like kids and cats and stuff, and I'm like,
I don't have any kids or cats.
I even have plants.
Well, good. Then you have puppies, though, don't you, Morgan? You have dogs.
Yeah, I have 1 dog.
See, I need a dog in my life. That's what needs to happen.
I got the doggo. I got the cats. I got all the plants.
I can't talk my husband into the cats. I've tried, BC. Tried. I cannot.
It was my wife actually that wanted the cats initially, and she's the one that's allergic. I mean, I love cats, but she's allergic, and I was like, we'll never get a cat because you're allergic, and I'm just not going to do it to you. And she's like, I will take allergy medicine, so we're getting at least 1. And then 1 became 3.
Yep.
And then the 3 became 4 indoors, and the 23 outdoors. Because we started fostering the pregnant street queens.
Well.
Yeah, it's just exponentially.
It sounds like an exponential growth.
It became 3. 4 then 23.
That is what we call exponential. Yeah. That's hilarious. What's funny is, your neighbors are like, your cats all come at dinner time, and like everyone around is like, oh, it's time. Like they know what time it is because it's like the herd of cats coming down the street. Like dinner.
I'm gonna record it one of these days. I'm gonna walk out and I'm just gonna do the little tisking sound that I do, and I'm gonna record them just like coming out of the bushes and across the street and jumping over the hedge. I'm gonna do it one of these days when my front yard looks more presentable than it is currently.
Troy says I got depression as my kid. Depression and anxiety.
Oh yeah, well, me too. I got seasonal depression and anxiety. I'm a lot of fun this time of year.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Really fun.
I'll check out my Insta. You'll see all the kitties, Annie.
Yay!
Well, we've done it.
We did it, Morgan. This was lovely. Thank you for having us.
Yes. Thank you for coming.
Invite us to come play in your sandbox again.
I will. And thank you everyone in the chat for hanging out. Hope you got some progress done at least. And I hope the first day of Nano goes as you plan. Or if you're not doing Nano, whatever you have to get done.
No rules.
I hope it goes well. All right. So I think we've said all the things that are going on with us.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and say goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.